Horoscope for May 23rd. Aries, you're at a fork in the road. Push harder or pause with purpose. Guess what's harder for you? Pausing. But that's exactly what the stars are offering. Today asks you to check your motivation. Are you chasing growth or just running from stillness? In relationships, someone close may need softness, not your usual solve it now energy. Can you give that? Professionally, the thing that feels like a setback is actually a redirection. Let your pride step aside so your clarity can lead. You're not falling behind, you're finally catching up with yourself. Taurus, you're reaching the edge of your own comfort zone, and you have two options. Reinforce the walls or walk through the damn door. Today's vibes support breakthrough, but it won't feel gentle. That thing you've been clinging to just in case? You don't need it anymore. In love, you're done pretending silence equals peace. Say the thing. Ask the question. And if it's not returned with care, believe what that tells you. In career or money, slow steps still count. But make sure you're not stalling out of fear. Safety isn't always security. Sometimes it's a trap. Gemini, you're processing faster than most people think. But even you can't outpace grief, or confusion, or change. Today asks you to sit with something instead of skipping to the next plot twist. A conversation could unlock something major if you stop trying to be clever and just be real. Vulnerability doesn't mean over-explaining. It means saying what's true, even when your voice shakes. In love, someone might want more, not time, not attention, but depth. Give it. And if you're tired of being the fun one, take off the mask. You're allowed to be serious. You're allowed to need. Cancer, you've been emotionally orbiting someone or something, tuning in, checking in, absorbing, analyzing. But now it's your turn. The universe is asking, when do you get seen? When do you get held? If the answer is, when I've earned it, we need to talk. You're worthy without proving. Today's about giving yourself what you've been offering to everyone else. Loyalty, compassion, attention. In love, don't ask, do they care? Ask, do I feel safe here? That's the real test. At work, a decision you've delayed is about to become unavoidable. Lead with intuition. Then, follow up with action. Leo, you've been managing your image like a brand campaign. Strong, magnetic, unshakable. But underneath that curated glow, there's a question you've been avoiding. What do I need when no one's watching? Today, the mirror's asking for honesty. You're allowed to admit you're not okay. You're allowed to ask. In love, a moment of real vulnerability could change everything. And no, it won't ruin your power. It'll magnify it. Professionally, your voice matters right now. Don't wait for permission. Take the mic. But speak truth, not just polish. Virgo, you're not just tired, you're soul tired. And it's not from doing too little. It's from doing too much of what doesn't actually nourish you. Today asks you to audit your energy. Who gets your best? Who gets your leftover silence? In relationships, you might be giving more than you're receiving. Stop calling it patience if it's actually avoidance. Your standards don't make you difficult, they make you discerning. Own that. In work, loosen your grip on control. The plan can shift and still succeed. So can you. Libra, you're charming everyone again, and it's working. But underneath the grace and likability, something in you is aching to be raw. Today, choose discomfort over performance. Say what you actually want. Ask for it. Demand it even. With your signature elegance, of course. In love, you might need to drop the people-pleasing for 5 minutes and be slightly selfish. Spoiler, that's not bad. That's balance. At work, your diplomacy is a gift. But don't let it silence your truth. There's room for both harmony and honesty. You don't have to pick. Scorpio, you're not afraid of transformation, but let's be honest. You like to control how it happens. Today, control is out the window. What's left? Your honesty, your instincts, your willingness to stay present in the mess. A truth might surface today, your own or someone else's. Don't run. Don't bury. Meet it with the emotional bravery that only you have. In relationships, your test is this. Can you let someone in without giving them the blueprint? At work, keep your long game close. Not everything needs to be revealed yet. Let them wonder. Sagittarius, you've been craving more of everything. Freedom, connection, inspiration. But before you pack a metaphorical bag and disappear, check your motives. Are you seeking expansion or running from reflection? Today asks you to stay still just long enough to hear what your heart is actually saying. In love, speak from that place. Say the thing that makes your stomach flip. Risk awkwardness for something real. In work, a bold move pays off, but only if it's authentic. You're not here to impress. You're here to impact. Capricorn, you've been carrying your strength like armor, but today, you're being asked to carry it like a gift. Your leadership is needed, but not the kind that grinds silently until breaking. The kind that says, I can handle this, and I know when to rest. In love, someone may be testing your walls. Let them knock. You don't have to let them in all the way, but you do have to stop pretending you're fine when you're freezing inside. At work, this is a great day for strategic steps. Quiet power is still power. You don't need the spotlight to own the room. Aquarius, you're craving space today. Mental, emotional, spiritual. But don't confuse detachment with peace. You don't have to isolate to feel whole. You just need boundaries with clarity, not mystery. In relationships, someone might be trying to get closer, and your job is not to vanish, but to explain. Say, I need a moment, not, I'm fine. That's growth. Creatively, you're tapped in, but it'll stay in your head unless you build it. Think weird. Think future. Think you. The world isn't ready, but that's not your problem. Do it anyway. Pisces, you're overflowing today with empathy, insight, feeling, everything. But instead of drowning in it, what if you channeled it? Your sensitivity isn't a storm. It's a current. Let it move you somewhere on purpose. In love, stop softening your truth to protect someone else's ego. Say what you need. You're not difficult, you're deep. In work or creative life, what you've been dreaming about needs structure. Don't wait for a muse. Show up like it's real, because it is. You're not just emotional. You're prophetic when you listen to yourself.